Hey y'all. So I just wanted to create this honesty hour because I think it's important as practitioners or, just people who are out here helping other people on their journey as we are on our journey. I think it's so important to be able to give some insight on what it is that we're going through, just because I think it helps us all be able to relate to one another better. But I feel like it also gives you the assurance that you have somebody who's guiding you or helping you on your journey or journeying with you, who's actually doing the work and who's actually experiencing the things that they're telling you, and that they're not only experiencing them, but they're learning from them, and they're overcoming them, and they're integrating them, and they're taking tangible things that they went through, and they're able to help you with them and help you guide your to help provide some clarity to and to help provide some clarity to your situation. And I think the beauty of life is that we're all the teachers and the students at the same time. So there's not one person that's like greater than another person. And when you're truly on this journey to enlightenment, you realize that there's no levels or tiers or hierarchy. We're just all on this earth here to learn from one another so that we can make the best decisions for our journey, and that we don't have to get stuck in cycles for years when we have other people who already went through the cycle and they can just help give us some clarity. So I think that I want to have an honesty hour because it really just, I want to give y'all more insight into my journey and the things that I've been learning, because I think that the stories or the insights might be helpful. So there's not going to be much of a cadence or format. It's really just going to be free flowing to, I guess, my thoughts and stories and just insights that I get. Um, and where I've been at now, just to give y'all a little bit of an update, is I've just been in like, I feel like I've been in an incubator, like a hermit mode a little bit. I feel like um, as I switched my title to spiritual uplifter and biological, oh, sorry, to spiritual revolutionist and biological uplifter, spiritually that comes with a shift. And that means that in order to actually fit that role, I have to go through the initiations and I have to begin to align myself with what that journey looks like. And as I've been aligning myself with that journey, my life has really been changing. And it's like I put myself in a different category. And now that I'm in this new category, it's like I'm learning to walk for the first time. I'm learning to see for the first time. And honestly, it's been a little bit overwhelming, especially just being on this journey and undergoing my own blockages and undergoing my own um, quantum leaps and shifts in this journey. It's just been, it almost feels like I'm a computer that's been taken apart and put back together. And then it's like, oh, you picked a new timeline. Oh, you made a new decision. We're going to have to take you apart and put you back together again. And then you're going to have to learn how to walk again. And you're going to have to learn how to see. So it's just been like a series of, I guess you can say, like tower moments of like harmony, disharmony, separation, union, separation, union, with myself, integrating, initiating, integrating with myself. So if you can relate to this, just know that, at least for me, the energy has been shifting, the energy is getting lighter, and that everything that you've been doing is for a reason, and that you've been guided to this path for a reason, and that you're not going through this alone. You know, even yesterday, I really had like a meltdown because I just realized that I've been so hard on my mom, and it was something that was hard for me to admit because I love my mom so much and she's one of the best people I know. But I've just been so hard on her. And I realized that with the people that I love the most, it's been the hardest for me to let go of the things that I may have feel that they've done to wrong me. And not even recently, but just like years ago. And it's like the things that I thought that I had accepted and I let go of, I just hadn't. And I couldn't admit to myself that I was having a hard time just letting go. Especially when someone's already apologized. It's like, what good do we get dragging someone through the mud or kicking them when they're down? When they've already apologized and they've already changed. And it's like, there's that inner child that's like refusing to see that change or still wanting to see that person through that lens because they're still hurting. And I just realized that I hadn't given my inner child the time that she needed. And every time that I was triggered, it was really my inner child saying, like, hey, I'm still not over this. Hey, I'm still not over this. But it was like I wasn't able to sit with it yet. I just so wasn't ready to face it yet. And I've been doing so much work with my ancestors, and they really help me. They really be talking, and they really help me see that like our ancestors, they survived so we could be here. Like they literally, like whether life was good or bad or whatever, they got here. They got us here. Like that's they did their job. And like I used to see women be like, you know, your parents got you here, and that's like that they did enough. And I didn't understand it. Like, you know, like I understood it, but I, you know, fully didn't deep it until yesterday when I realized like just getting you here is enough. Like just the fact that they got you here. Like each and every single woman that put their life on the line to get us here faced death, faced relationships that they didn't even want to be in just to make sure that you had space or you know what I mean? Some parents were not even fit and said, "You know what? I quit this habit." Just to get them here safely, just to get you through the portal. Like even the fact that they just had you. They went through the hospital and the doctor and this and the that and the third. It's like it's crazy to admit that how can we not say that's enough? It's like yes, we didn't choose to be here, but we're here for a reason. And sometimes holding on to like why am I here? Why am I here? Doesn't even allow you to see why you're here. And this is a lesson for this is really a lesson for me as well, y'all. Like spirit is speaking through me right now and just letting me know that like life cannot move forward or get good if we don't allow it to. If we keep holding on to the old stories that have protected us or we used to define us, you know, being the sad girl or being the girl that like is awkward or being the girl that you feel was abandoned or left out or rejected. It's like you carry it and it's not even a badge of honor because you're it's like a weight holding you back from moving forward into the reality that you really want for yourself. And so sometimes I just think that it's okay to admit that letting go is hard, you know? Yesterday when I had talked to my mom, I had I had kind of like was triggered, but I didn't like how I spoke to her. I was like, "Ooh." And I sat down with it and I was meditating and I said, "I got to call her back." I said I have to call her back. I cannot go to sleep if I don't call her and I started crying. And I was like, "I've been so mean to you." And I just felt like I needed to express myself to her because we need to give our people their flowers while they're here, y'all. We cannot sit with regret because of things that we just couldn't bring ourselves to say. And it makes so much weight, it takes so much weight off your shoulders. It makes you feel so much lighter. So, anyways, if you stayed through the end, thank you. I just want to open up more and share more of my insights so you know that, like, you're not in this by yourself. The anxiety that you feel, the cold sweats, all of those things, it's just a part of the journey. It's a part of your throat chakra needing to be open, part of your heart opening. But if we never put ourselves in these situations to reflect and be uncomfortable, then we can never grow. So as I learn, I pass it on to you so you can learn too. And I hope this message found you when it needed to.